as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
A pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome to the
Welcome to the 140th edition of As the Wheels Turn.
The actually just made it by what? The skin of my teeth.
What happened? Traffic?
Traffic, and we had to stop for food, of course. We had to stop for food, right?
So and the weather too.
Yeah,
we had a nice little rain here in Boom not too long ago. So
yeah, I saw road wet too.
Yeah, so probably held up traffic a little bit, but nonetheless, we're here, safe and dry.
Yep.
In a beautiful studio here in Borough Boom, and we want to welcome all our visitors to the visitors and viewers to the 140th edition of As the Wheels Turn. Another fun night tonight, Andrew.
As usual, man. As usual, cycling is in our DNA, as I say, and there's always something happening. You realize how cycling have gotten so popular and worldwide.
Yeah.
Watch where Benny do.
Absolutely.
Benny have made cycling, especially. The man signed a 4 years contract.
Oh, really? Extension, huh?
Yes, with Intermarché.
Nice.
And I saw some posts where other countrymen from Eritrea too. They do big things. So,
yes.
Big up.
Did you hear about the details of the contract at all? Just 4 years.
Just 4 years. I just share what I saw.
Okay.
4 years. So that show that team will hold on to. He means a lot. I mean,
yeah.
Big sponsors are coming now, and hopefully we'll see more people of color on the tarmac doing things in the professional league.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah. I mean, this tour in general, I think it's pretty good for cycling. As far as to grow the popularity of the sport. What Tadej Pogacar was able to do was pretty incredible as well.
Yeah.
Winning 6 stages.
Yep, and the last three he won.
Yeah.
The last three he won.
6 stages and pretty much won all the mountaintop finishes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty substantial. So, I mean, I am more of a Vinny fan, but I am a fan of cycling as well, and I can appreciate great performance. And I think he did an amazing job. But we can talk a little bit more about
yes,
that.
man, we definitely will.
I know you're excited to jump into your usual.
Yes, usual.
Yes.
So of course we want to thank each and every one of our fans. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Keep me cycling alive in Belize. Before we get started, we always like to give the Lord thanks and praises for another Thursday, another show, for all of us to be here safe. We didn't expect Lex tonight because, of course, what day is today? It's a very special day for him. But before, let me get into. I think we might have one death announcement or one person where she's a sports person, Miss Brenda Gabriel. Maybe you're not familiar with her, but she was a top softball player, and she made a wrong cycling a bit, not involved with cycling, but the husband close to the Smilings there, and Miss Brenda does always stop by the shop. He does bring a bike and fix. So condolences to her entire family. I think she passed away Sunday. So condolences again, and so we send prayers to the entire family and that great loss.
Absolutely. There's another one to report on as well. A great individual from the River Valley.
Okay.
A well-known livestock producer, farmer, influential individual in our River Valley community, Mr. Dudley Hindi.
I hear name some familiar.
And he passed away a few days ago, earlier this week, I believe. So he's a great friend of my dad. You know, they grew up together. He's a little bit younger than my dad, but they used to do a lot of, they used to work on the ranches quite a bit together, herding the cattle and all that fun stuff. So great individual. I know him very well, so I would like to extend on behalf of the entire Wade family and as the Wheels Turn family, we'd like to extend a condolences to Mr. Dudley Hendy's family, his wife and kids and all his surviving relatives.
Yep.
May he rest in peace. There's also a young lady. So the River Valley actually lost a couple of people here in the last week and a half. The young lady that was the cashier at the River Valley Supplies. I'm not bringing her name. I'll research her name here shortly. But again, I've had a lot of interactions with her when I go to the supermarket and also the hardware supply store. So she was, I believe, in her early 40s, and she lost her husband during COVID.
Wow.
He was a casual cyclist, and then she passed away here this week. So we'd like to extend condolences to her family as well. And Mr. Winston in Lemonal Village lost his life as well, passed on. We'd like to extend condolences. So
Wow, very
Yeah.
good from this era. Yeah.
quite a bit.
Well, they have gained their wings and they move on to their the next life, as we would say. But do we have very well birthday greetings to tonight? I mean, there's a whole lot of people that celebrated birthdays. I have my beautiful niece in the Cayman Islands, Anne Watla Hennessy. Hennessy, right, Lex? The title? Yes, Hennessy. We have the sister of Javin Gonzalez, Josette Pascual. She celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday, Josette. My Aunt Marie Lewis, celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Marie. Mattio's, I'm not sure of the name, but Mattio grandmother. I think Nicole put it up.
Oh,
Her
okay.
grandmother, I
Excellent.
think she's 96, if I'm not sure. I think that's what Nicole said. That she, man, that's amazing. And she still moves around.
How old is she?
I think she's 96. I think that's
96.
what.
Wow, amazing.
I think that's what that Nicole. Maybe if she did what she could probably tell with her age. Kirsten Siberanis, hobby. Mr. Joe James celebrated his birthday.
Happy birthday. Quite a few birthdays.
We have Marlon Castillo
Yes.
celebrated his birthday. Great
Great.
Marlon Castillo.
Great cyclist and icon here, Louise.
I have my good friend in Cayo, his wife, well, Kamala wife, I think, Kamala wife or their wife, Shireen Garbat. Zaire Guerra wife.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she celebrated her birthday.
Zaire.
Uh,
Okay. Nice.
um,
Excellent.
Miguel Jones for the bike shop, his mom celebrated her birthday today too.
Okay.
Her name is Amira Jones. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah.
Kyron Budran.
Bujan's birthday is
Yes,
Monday.
Monday.
Okay, Monday, all right. Okay, well, happy birthday.
Lots of birthdays. Huh?
My cousin Liam Woods celebrated his birthday today too.
Excellent.
We have Andy Burgess of Astiners, live through the Hummingbird. He
Okay.
celebrated his birthday.
Yes. Burgess.
Burgess, yeah,
When
he
was his
celebrated.
birthday?
I think his birthday is today too.
Okay.
Dylan Abraham, Judge Abraham's son, he celebrated birthday.
Dylan, Dilo.
Yeah,
Come
Dylan,
back on
yeah.
the bike, Dilo.
We have Carol Phillips. She is the wife of Eckhart Phillips from
Okay.
the
Excellent. Alfred
Parks
Parks.
Memorial family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
We have Nathan Trupp. I think Nathan Trupp is from the family too.
Okay.
And then we have Miss Jackie. I forgot the title. Miss Jackie, Miss Rita cousin
Jackie, Miss Rita.
from the
Okay.
the
Ashton.
Ashton Clothing. Yes,
Okay.
Jackie. Yeah. I forgot the title. Miss Jackie. I forgot the title. Her birthday is I think we have a big party for Saturday, so I'm going to drink up.
Oh yeah, they having a party.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then, oh yeah, see.
No, you forgot the last name. You might not be invited again.
Why?
Come on, Donis. Invitation withdrew.
Yeah. And then, last but not least, my beautiful little princess granddaughter, Riel Erdones. I have a picture. That's Riel Erdones.
Happy birthday, Rio.
But you know the strange thing? He said, Grandpa, I want to go. She want to come to the studios.
Oh, wow.
But she fell asleep. She's asleep outside right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Riel turned 6 today. Yeah. So I think that's the birthday greetings. So happy birthday to each and everyone who celebrated birthday. And if your name not down here, you can put up on the thing that your birthday or whosoever family enjoy on a birthday. When you have a birthday, it's always good because you know you live to see another year, right? I met Palace today and he said that he's ready for the Monster Burns Weight Cycling Classic. Yes, of course. That'll be a big monster indeed.
Elston, we're dubbing it the Big Dance. Every year we have it was the Monster last year, now it's the Big Dance.
Oh, it's a big dance. It's a big dance.
All the cyclists are practicing their dance moves.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something in the tarmac, right?
Exactly.
Add to your repertoire.
Yeah.
So it's the Big Dance, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Also, this past Saturday, we laid our brother Mattio Tes. Was a beautiful service. You read the eulogy.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little short speech on Mattio. You know what I love about the family? They express their appreciation for everything that, you know, all the calls, the messages, you know, the cycling community who supported them. And what I like about the family also, they share fun memories of Mattio. Nicole always put up a lot of fun memories when he's laughing, he's dancing, he's playing with his nephews. You know, you see on the punta, you see on the dance. What is song there? Jerusalem or whatever, right? So definitely Mattio, you know.
Yeah, no, I think
he's looking at you, the smile, the man smile.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
I think Andrew, the family recognized the passion that Matt has for cycling, and they really embrace the entire cycling community, and obviously, you know, starting with you, who is by no self-designation, but kind of the face of cycling here in Belize, and you were brought in, you know, like you said, you were overwhelmed by the fact that, you know, when he was kind of struggling with his health, they brought you on that Zoom call.
Yes, sir. That
unexpectedly. But I think you know that stems from them appreciating Mattio's passion for cycling. So anything that's connected to cycling, and again, like I said, you are the face of Belizean cycling. So
well, when we first got in the hospital, he called. He said he family called and said he called and asked for. He called for us, me, Quinton, make a please come and see us. So you know, he knew the love that we had for him, and likewise I knew the love he had for us. So
yeah, I had a nice moment which I will never forget. The fact that I did my regular Tuesday ride, and I rode in my jersey was purposely. I rode there the Tuesday, and he passed away the following Tuesday. But I rode all the way to the hospital in my full kit.
I remember
bike
you
and
dropped by the
everything.
shop. Remember you dropped by the shop.
Yeah,
after.
and I spent quite a bit of time there with him and Dolores and Wendell Jr. and that was a good moment. That was a good moment. So, but he's in a good place, and he probably rode the race this morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
having fun.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so our first race was Sunday, the Weekend Warriors King of the Hills.
Right.
Oh, before we just move on, make we thank Mr. Kevin Logan providing the food tonight. Kevin, will they have shrimps ceviche and
nice.
and will they have what do you want name next? What next food name will they have? Pebble. Will they have Pebble too?
Excellent.
Of course, not the way.
No, Diwan don't have Pebble, but we have Pebble. So
I'm gonna snatch up all the shrimp and roll.
Kevin said, tell me what to eat, man, tell me what to eat, right? But Kev will eat good.
Exactly.
Yes, Miss Philippa Rabato from Boston. Watch the big race to come up soon too, you know. So we'll post that, we'll talk a little bit about that.
Should we go in a break and then come back and do
We
races,
probably
or-
could, we probably could, yeah.
let's-
We probably could, yeah. So we'll take a short break and when we come back, we'll get into the races.
Hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turtle. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turtle. So yes.
Yes, welcome back to the 140th
40th edition.
So these are, we had two races we had, right?
Two races, yes. We had the big monster in the hills, king of the mountains. That was Sunday.
You want to talk about guns one first and then we talk about that because that one may nice.
Yeah. So I talk about guns first.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we
sure.
could do guns
Yeah.
Thursday.
Regular guns Thursday race. So George gonna put some pictures up. Yeah.
I don't think people know the hell and some just know that. So I'm like,
So yeah, so every Thursday we have the training race, and this Thursday was the open edition of that race. So roughly 23.3 miles, something like that. It was done in right around 56 minutes for an average of 24.7-ish, 24.8. It was a nice race, nice training race. Again, I use those races to get a good workout. I'm driving all the way from Boom, waking up at 4 a.m. on race day. So when I get out there, it's definitely to ride and to use it as part of my training, get that intensity. Quite a few guys showed up this morning, so it was nice to see folks from G-Flow and guys from Valvoline, and they were definitely fighting a little bit there on the road, which is a good thing, right? Definitely will challenge those guys to get better. But when the dust settled, the winner once again was Jaiven Gonzalez. Second was Derek Chavarria Jr. and the very consistent Kenyon Stanford.
Yes,
a young man which I know you're quite high on.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's battling quite a bit. Kenyon needs some help in the break. Atlee, if you're listening to the show, we want to see you. We want to see you getting that final break. So keep an eye on, on the other teams how they're moving, and perhaps you and Kenyon can work out a strategy, right,
Something up on the screen, George.
to move together.
I look
on the screen?
Yeah, one thing up on the screen. Yeah, we have you and you have home something. But up I look on the screen.
What?
Yeah.
Have me, I have four?
No, it's just
Oh,
it's just-
my bad.
Okay,
Yes, my bad. I think you mean that to get shown to the view.
No. I look on the
and then in the
Sorry about that.
it was an open race. So being an open race was 1A prize, which was Smokes Gladden. They're always consistent Smokes Gladden. And in the B category was Greville Young and juniors. They gave 3 juniors, first being Jaheim Lewis. Pretty impressive ride today. He rode very aggressive, closed down a couple of breaks for his team, being a junior, and still had legs to out-sprint two other guys from the same team.
Okay.
Keith Enright Jr., who was second, and then Devin Major, who was third. So big things from the young man.
But for some reason he ride very aggressive in guns race, but when he go ride the other races, I don't know if he ride defensive or because even in the high school race I see tend to mark certain riders and then end up at the back. So I think Douglas Lamb like to listen to me. You have talent, young man. You have to show your talent.
Yeah, I think what he needs to do is he definitely have the ability. I had a little interview and discussion with him about the same thing, and he said that the style of racing in the juniors is not, he doesn't like the style of racing. It's a little too slow, too many attacks, stop and go, and he's not a fan of that. So I said, what you have to do is be on the offensive then.
Exactly.
You have to be on the offensive more, and then start the war instead of just kind of following or waiting for them to start the war. But he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna get it. He's still having a pretty good junior. See, and I think he's still a youth. So he still has a couple of years at junior, and he'll figure it out. But like I said, I was impressed with him, the fact that he was working so much, and he worked to his limit, because early in the race there was a significant break. And he jumped out to go across, and I was behind him, and he pulled, man. And by the time he asked me for help, and I come around, I kind of, because I still had good legs, I kind of ease up and I took it pretty hard, and he couldn't stay on. But like I said, he worked that hard early, and then later on he did want the same thing again, and to finish as strong as he did. I was impressed with his riding. So. Just got to keep it up. It's definitely going to be a force to reckon with in another 5 or so years. Yeah. Then we had the King of the Mountains, huh?
Yep.
Which you're out there for.
Well, you know something? I believe that the race never happened because the amount of rain we had in the city, in fact in the entire country.
You sound like they drive with a cyclist, man. What are you going to do?
No, I call him, I say, well, race on there, then.
You sound like they drive with a cyclist, man. I wake up 6 o'clock and I race, rain or shine. Once race they happen, that means don't just have to get your raincoat.
Well, the thing is, the motorcycle man didn't show up.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't show up. You know, so the official had to use. So,
Oh, man.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful race. It was a beautiful race.
It was amazing. You look at rain. I left in rain. I left in rain. But you know, I was looking at the Apple weather too, and that's usually accurate. And it said like after 8, well, you know, everything was stopped, and it was. Man, couldn't ask for a better day for cycling.
Exactly.
And you were front and center.
Front and center.
What's your race report?
Why? People like say, oh, Belize don't have climbs, but through there, in a motor vehicle and even on the cycle, you know, well actually on the cycle I had least cycle labor, but for cyclists, then they scatter like crab cars, but I get some free crab too, and they scatter like crab up on the road. But it was a nice challenging race. I mean, like 3 races in one, right? I had the by 8.
Yep, by category.
So
we had the and it was a King of the Mountains, which meant that each winner of that category got a King of the Mountains Port Cadet jersey, and there was second place, third place trophies. So first, second, and third trophy. And then fourth and fifth medals. So that's in A, B, and C. Yeah. So the race was roughly about 30. I think I got 39 miles on my Garmin. And the race started off from the first climb. There was like some effort going on, right? So started off from the first climb. By the time we got to 1 mile climb or hill, there was some separation. They kind of got back together a little bit, but then after that, Blue Hole was kind of where it split up.
Okay, you don't have like 11 man out.
Yeah, we had 11 guys in the break. In that break was the ultimate winner, Tariq Flores. We had Steven Jorgensen. We had Emery Gill. In our regional break, we had
Cardoza.
Yes, we had Cardozo, Gabriel Cardozo.
We had Louis Balam.
We had
Kenny Gladden.
We had Preston Martinez. That's 7.
You had Adrian Williams.
Adrian was there, absolutely. Adrian was there. I was there. That's 9. What were we missing?
You don't say Motte, right?
Jody Williams.
Jody Williams. Yeah, Jody was there.
10. There was one more person.
Baba, Sidney Belizaire.
Yes, Sidney Belizaire. Correct. So we had 11 of us. By the time after we climbed Blue Hole, we're down to 10. Emery Gill put in a lot of work for Tariq. And he went back to the peloton, and that group stayed together until St. Margaret's. St. Margaret's, we had a few people detached. I made a huge mistake, and I paid for it greatly. So I was off that lead group. It was myself. It was Sidney Belizaire, Mote, Jody, and Adrian, I believe. Some of those guys got caught back up, but when it was all said and done, the winner, 3 guys kind of got away from everyone else. Tariq Flores, Steven Jorgensen, and Gabriel Cardozo. They got away and they finished in that order. Tariq first, Steven second, Gabriel Cardozo was third. Benito Balam was 4th. That's Luis, right? Luis Benito Balam. And Preston Martinez was 5th. That rounded out the A category. Tariq Flores, Steven Jorgensen, Gabriel Cardozo, Benito Balam, Preston Martinez. And you know, it shows how difficult cycling is, because Steven Jorgensen rode very well.
He did.
You kept saying you were impressed.
Yeah, impressed.
Go ahead.
And then he had a mechanical because his chain dropped on the gap, and he put it on back, and he made it back to the front of.
Well, yes, he had a mechanical, and we were, so this is how good he was feeling, because we were literally, I could reach out and almost touch him. So I'm looking at him, I was like, okay, good, we're gonna get back with him, but the man just jumped off a bike, did what he need to do, and boom,
Yeah,
shot, you know, so he was feeling really good, but it shows how cycling is difficult. Now this morning, he had a rough time this morning.
See?
Yeah, very rough time this morning. So it just kind of show like it's a very, very hard sport to be consistent in. But you know, again, he rode very well.
Well, the man look like he could climb though. He's like he look like he have that climbing blood, you know, because he climbed very well.
Well, the thing that made him climb well, him and Tyreek, if you notice, compared to Cardozo's style, both of those guys are super light, like 130 pounds.
Right.
I think Tyreek's about 130, and Jorgensen might be a few pounds less than him. And what helps both of them is their cadence. If you notice, they have a very, very high cadence. Even on the flats, those guys roll high cadence, right? And combination of the light body weight and then the higher cadence, they're definitely going to climb. And they were putting Cardozo under pressure because he's a little heavier than him, and then again he was using a heavier gear. So what that means is he's using more of his
quads.
You know, yes, exactly. As the race progresses, he'll get weaker, and those guys will get.
Well, Tariq did
stronger.
mention in early part of the climbing that Cardozo, he said he felt like he was in trouble, but then he recovered.
Who's that?
No, Tariq mentioned that
Who was in trouble?
Tariq said that he was on his limit early part of the climb.
Tyreek was?
By Cardozo.
Okay.
Yeah, but he just sat on his wheel. But I watched and he had, well, that's the reason why I picked him as the overall winner, because I was looking in their face and see who could chase down the gap quick, or who could come over, and I realized that Tariq was the man.
Tariq was smooth. The only time I saw Tariq in a little bit of trouble was when we climbed Blue Hole. When we climbed Blue Hole, I don't think you was.
I missed that.
You weren't there, but when we climbed Blue Hole, Cardozo attacked out hard, and Jorgensen went with him. Tariq bridge across. He had to bridge across Tariq because it was kind of dangerous, right? And Tariq went pretty hard, and I came on his wheel, and Cardozo stepped it up again, and that's when Tariq was struggling just a little bit.
Okay.
But he recovered after that, and he was the best climber. He was the best climber, easily the best climber. I don't think anyone else could have won. Anyone else could have won on Sunday. So that was the A podium. The B podium was Kenny Gladden was first. Kenny rode a very smart tactical race. He was my competition as far as the B is concerned, because we left all the other Bs. They weren't close to us, but I was riding too aggressive. That was my thing. I wasn't concentrated on the B prize, which I should have been. I was more, okay, I'm gonna roll off with the top guys, and just consolation prize was gonna be B, right? So I did some moves that I shouldn't have done, but that's cycling. Like I said, Kenny rode smart and well deserving of the win. Roque Matos was third, Dan Cano fourth, Alberto Acosta Beto was fifth. So that rounded out the B category. And the C category, the Mexican Shaq Medina in the C category, he was first. So came all the way from Mexico and didn't come in vain. Pretty strong young guy that. So Shaq was first. Second was Colonel Lovell, George Lovell Sr. Third was the chief himself, Santiago Castillo, and fourth was Isaiah Willisey. Those were the only C riders that completed that tough terrain.
You have the picture with our winners in the polka dot jersey, George?
No.
Okay.
You didn't put that up, no?
No, I don't put that one there.
Okay.
Mm.
And then there's some races going on right now in the U.S. Chicago Grit. series. So
Okay.
it's no longer the Intelligentsia Cup.
Oh, no, intent.
No,
okay,
I think Intelligentsia is a coffee company. I think they may have pulled out sponsorship.
I was wondering why I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago Grit. So it's the same
Organizers,
organizers,
this, yeah.
just different sponsors. So it's called the Chicago Grit, and we have Bob Gabriel, who's racing over there.
Okay.
Dijon Hyde raced a couple of races, and Dean O'Brien. Bob rode, I believe today was his third race. He's racing in the 40+ category, pretty stiff category, and he's kind of it's his first. This is his first, crit series like that, and he's getting the hang of it. He rode pretty decent today. I think he picked up a lot of experience in the cornering. That's usually where Belizean cyclists struggle when they.
Because
George is breaking up something back there. I don't know what the hell's going on. George, you alright?
Yeah, good now.
Let's check on him, man.
Good now.
Alright. Yeah, usually, like I was saying, that when the Belizean cyclists they go overseas and they race in these crits, or any if it's a road race with some technical, turns or whatever, they tend to struggle.
Yep.
I think because it's not necessarily because we don't do crits here, because we do crits here and there. But I think one of the reasons is that the style of racing, the fact that if you notice, like when we race the Belizean crits or whatever, we're not aggressively going into those turns. We typically slow down and then we attack out.
Right.
So every lap you'll have someone boom, boom. You know what I mean? Even like the course on the Loma Luz Boulevard, right? Those are great course to kind of practice, cornering and stuff like that. But typically it slows down to almost a stop, and then guys attack out of there, right?
While over there.
Well, it's more
Keep that.
sweep and then hit. So that stop and go riding that we do here in Belize, you typically that doesn't translate well when you go overseas. So that's what's going on right now. But I think, like I said, I watched the race where Bob was in, and he's picking up a lot of experience. So I would expect him. You have tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm hoping for a top 10 finish from Bob within the next couple of days. Then there is the Williams brothers. I saw them racing as well. Corey raced last couple of days. So today and yesterday. And again, just to show you how difficult cycling is. Obviously, we know how good Corey Williams is, and Justin are on the crit circuit, right? And Corey lasted about 30 minutes yesterday. Got put out.
Serious.
Yes. And he was, they had an interview with him. He was saying, that is crit racing. It's all about where you start.
Right,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? And he, unfortunately, surprising that he didn't start up front like they normally do. But I don't know if he got there a little late to the starting line or whatever. But he was saying positioning, and by the time those guys take off, he was towards the back of the peloton. Then you had a gap. He was saying you had a gap, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and at that kind of speed, it was difficult to get back. But it was just showing. He can bounce back, and tomorrow you can hear that he won that race.
I covered, I think about 2 or 3 on air, and when they have the pros in the ride, man, I didn't realize how fast these guys ride.
Well, those guys they'll average close to 30 miles an hour for
right, exactly.
for an hour.
Yep.
Hour and a half, actually, 90 minutes.
When they pass me, zoop, 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 I feel the breeze.
Yeah, so imagine that they're averaging 29, 30. So most of the times they're above 30. They'll it's 35. It's crazy. And I was watching how the pros take those turns, man. They're using
every chicane.
they're using every inch of that road.
Right, the line.
Yeah, they're just, man, it's incredible. So you just got to get practice, and the more you do it, the more efficient you become at it. And that's why those guys are all those top guys that are winning races in whatever category it is, right? They're racing a lot. So, you know, they know what's going on. They know the wheel to follow. So, yeah, but that's what's going on out there. We'll report back on it. The Chicago Grit Series ends this Sunday, so we'll report back on that
Okay.
next week, right?
Because how much that, what?
10
10 days of racing, right? Yeah.
10
Yep,
days of
10 days of
racing.
racing. Yeah. Because I had when I made it, I had one rest day and 10 days of racing indeed.
Yeah.
Mm.
This year we didn't really have a selection going. You know, it'd be nice to incorporate that like into our racing calendar. You know, where we maybe send a national team.
Yeah, because it may start out bright, very Belize. I mean,
Yeah.
that year when I was there, you had you had Oski made a day, you had Giovanni made a day. You had a whole lot of
The
Belizean.
Castros were there, and we got results too.
We got results. We got win. Kaya,
Yeah.
Katus, of
Kaya,
course.
yep. Kaya got win. We had Wasani. We had Wasani. We had
Jafari
Jafari.
winning a category.
Henry Lee.
Diane Ordonez, my son, race.
Okay.
Chano Gil race.
Right.
Sean race. I think Sean
Yeah,
race.
Sean Race. Yeah.
So, well, Belizean.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll get a.
Where the guy named for Oklahoma?
Oh yeah, Milos.
Milos Clark. Yeah.
He's there right now.
Milos is there.
Yeah,
Okay.
he rode the Cat too
Okay.
today, and he did decent. He finished right there in the front. But it'd be nice, right, Donis, to get a national team
Yep.
for those big. I mean, that's a big one. You could probably do two because it's a Tour of America Dairylands, and they're close by. That's in Wisconsin, and then you have the Chicago Series, and you know, you could probably early on raise funds and, you know, work with some of our folks out there to you know, house these cyclists for a couple of weeks.
Right.
You know, but it'll take a little bit of initiative by the Cycling Federation to set those things up. But I think things like that would do wonders for Belizean cycling, and not only that, it will help with tourism as well.
Yeah.
You know, because you're exposing Belize.
Can you answer that question? Why is that young man Rojas not a part of club? He's a great rider.
Yeah, that's not a hard question to answer. Actually, I'm very familiar with the Rojases, and Mr. Rojas, his dad, he's not a big fan of the team thing. I think they do a pretty good job, him and his family, supporting Delton and putting together training programs and plans for him. So he kind of like to go that route, you know, and to each his own. I mean, you don't necessarily need a team to compete here in Belize. I think more on the international level, like if you have aspirations of riding on the international level, then that whole team chemistry and, you know, working cohesively in a team, in a structured environment, I think that'll help you. But in Belize, again, I always reference my boy John DeLong. You know, he comes down here by himself and he does pretty much what he wants to do because of his style of racing here in Belize. So you don't necessarily need a team. What you need to do is you definitely need to put in the work. So once you put in the work and you're fit and you're ready for the war with a little bit of good luck on that day where you don't have any mechanical or any serious issues, I mean, you know, you'll do well. You know, for example, he was in that break in Creme Classic when he had a mechanical.
Right,
he was strong that day, right? So again, you know, they're doing their thing and they know what they're doing. But that's the reason why he's not on a team. So whoever asked that question, he was on my junior team and did very well. You know, he was the junior cross country champion of Belize, and he was very instrumental in helping his teammates on that team achieve their goals as well. We pretty much won everything at that junior level. So that was a good experience with him. Yeah. I haven't seen him around. What was the last race he rode?
I don't remember.
After cross country, what big race we had after cross country? Nationals?
Nationals.
He was in nationals.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was in nationals. I think that was it.
the person Tes
World.
right?
Who's Tes World?
Tes World. You have to earn your spot. They don't speak people for go on team. You have to earn your spot.
No, join a race.
Oh, join a race.
Get a sponsor to join a race. He sound like he wants sponsor.
Oh, you want sponsor race? Oh,
So
okay.
he has, hopefully, I guess, guidance on how to get other sponsors involved.
Give us a shout. Give me a shout on Facebook or on Messenger or Andrew, and we'll line you up. I don't quite understand your question at this point, but
Yes, man. So races coming up. We have, of course, the big
the
big dance.
Yes, but before the big dance, we have a little
we have
a little get together, a little block party.
Okay.
So the block party is gonna be the race in the hills.
Okay.
Mr.
Guns.
Yeah.
Have the second
King of the Hills.
second annual, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's going to be August 4th. So that's going to be a nice little primer for the big dance. So you could go and you practice your dance moves there, right? And you come out, get your dancing shoe and get ready for the 18th of August. And then after that, Roque Matos is in the process of planning a Masters only trip to Guatemala to do the Masters tour.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm planning to be on that trip, which is going to get us ready for the big dance again, and that's going to be August the 8th through the 11th, I believe.
Okay.
So Roque and Eminem, thank you guys very much for putting that together. Roque has always been instrumental. I mean, he does a lot with the Masters. I mean, he's been doing this for quite some time, so good stuff. But yeah, Mr. Guns, I think maybe next week he's probably going to be on the show and talking about that race.
That
perhaps.
race will start in
Sibun Bridge.
not Sabun, just before Sabun. The first bridge has a
Okay,
road.
cool. The one right after Armenia.
Yeah.
So before Armenia, coming back to Belmopan.
So as the race starts, climb up Armenia,
Yeah.
head towards
Belmopan.
Banapan and to Lomalos. Make a turn around the boat, right? And then head back and finish the courts.
Correct.
Banapan.
Yeah.
How much miles is that?
Right around 50.
50 miles.
Yeah. Roughly.
Oh.
That's Rojas. Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, perhaps
yeah.
maybe he's on rolling shutters again.
Okay. Thank you for that information. See how for the fans they got information.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then Anokaya will have the Siri will have the third the same the Mr. Gonze have the one in the morning, the afternoon. Kaya will have the Siri summer series will be happening the afternoon of August the 4th.
Excellent. And then George, you have the flyer for the Bernice Wade.
Yeah.
You throw that up. Let's talk about that a little bit, if we can, Donis.
Yeah, yes, man, of course.
Yes. So this is the 5th annual Bernice Wade Memorial Cycling Classic 2024, in collaboration with both the Cycling Federation of Belize and also Weekend Warrior. So it's going to be basically under those rules, right? All the rules will apply. So guys that are riding in the Masters category, they are familiar with the Weekend Warrior rules and also Federation rules when it comes to Masters. And then the elites obviously fall under the Cycling Federation of Belize, right? So you're no more motor pacing, stuff like that. Being that it's a circuit race, there's no service vehicles on the course at any time, so it'll be standing service only. There will be some neutral motorcycles and officials that can assist with servicing, but standing service should be sufficient because the laps are 12 miles, right? 12 miles, so 1 bottle per lap, right? Is what I'm thinking. 1 bottle per lap. It's 4 laps. Yeah, 4 bottles. You're good.
And you have so what the service start from what which one from the first lap the service start or no?
So it'd be I mean you have a second lap, so you go, come back and get your bottle, right? So yeah, exactly. So those are the rules. Again, it's August 18th, which is a Sunday. We will have the following categories. So you will have race number 1, which will be juniors, youth, female. They will race together, similarly to what they do in the classics for the CFB, and they will be racing 3 laps. So for roughly about 35 miles or so. There will be separate prizes for juniors, youth, and female. Separate prizes. And that race gets underway at 9 a.m. The second race will be the elite and masters 30 to 39. That'll be your second race, and that's one race, right? The idea here is that the younger guys are more than capable of riding with the elites on that course. You know, it's a flat course and it's going to be pretty, for the most part, rolling pretty smooth. I don't expect no huge break to go away. Maybe a couple, three guys or so, 4 guys in a break, but other than that, there'll be a lot of competition in the back. So I think that should be fine. And looking at today's race, right, which was, it was half the distance, but today's terrain, I believe, will be harder than August 18th. The fact that you have the wind, the headwinds and crosswinds through the link road. But I would expect about the same average between 24.5, 24.5 miles an hour. That's usually. Go ahead.
You did mention that the course changed a bit when you head this way. You go down.
Yeah. So we've done 2 different courses over the 4 years. We've done the long course, which is down towards the Birmingham Landing Bridge, past the police station. But we're not doing that now. We're taking that out because there's a speed bump. Right, as soon as you start descending, and that could be a potential hazard. Yeah, so we don't want that, right? We want to make sure everybody's safe. Safety first. And I figured we've done this course here before, so we'll just keep it simple, right? Roughly 12 miles per lap. So it's going to be the elites and the 30-39. Like I said, those younger guys will definitely be able to challenge themselves and compete in that category. Some of the guys that typically ride club that will be riding that race would be guys like Tariq Flores. You'll have Jorgensen. You'll have a few more guys, but I think I'm pretty confident those guys can be right there in the top 10, top 15. And then there'll be separate prizes, of course, for your elites, which is the 18 to 29, and then 30 to 39. Separate prizes. And the final race of the day, so that elite race on 30-39 you're looking at it probably right around 11 a.m. start time, and then at 1 p.m. roughly you'll have the big dance, which is the Masters field, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, and 70 plus if we get any 70 plus riders. But we will also be doing 4 laps, just like the elites, and that should be a fun race. Lunch will be ready around 11 a.m. And again, for the masters, separate prizes, right? The first place prize in any of these races would be an open prize.
Okay.
So anyone can win overall race result, but there's no double dipping. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. And of course, it's a back to school event, so backpacks with school supplies will be handed out. Andrew, you have to be present though.
Yes, I did. You did mention that.
Yeah.
You can't say, "Oh, I come for D-Wade one." No.
Hey, all right. I got 3 grandkids. Give me 1 for my daughter. Yeah, give me 3 for me. No.
Yeah.
You don't work like that, right? Because we want everybody that shows up to take something home. We will have a bar. We'll have music, and there'll be food provided from the Iguana stop.
Yeah.
So they'll have tacos on sale and ceviche and salpicon and all that good
Wow,
stuff.
alright.
Yeah, everything from their menu. But the lunch will be rice and beans, chicken, and some type of veggies. Your 1, 2, 3 special.
I know the villagers are looking forward for that event, right?
Yeah, it's usually a big deal. You know, the River Valley gets excited. So, you know, we're excited about.
Well, I have to say kudos to
Hosting.
you and your family for coming to that race and make people. I actually enjoy. I did 1 or 2 races in that River Valley, and I enjoyed the race.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you not be as as grueling as last year, because
Yeah.
I think you did how many races? Like, because we said we separated.
Yeah, I do almost all day.
Yeah, maybe 6 races.
Mhm.
So it's only 3 races now.
That's good.
Yeah,
Got
and
time.
Mr. Gunn said he'll help out
All
as
right,
well,
great.
so you could probably take one of the races or whatever.
Perfect. While I eat up some food.
Exactly, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. What are we on to next?
And know the I don't have the full details. I know the Derek Chavaria fundraiser race to come up in August, I think, the 25th.
Okay.
But we have more time to talk about that.
Okay,
more
okay. I haven't
details,
seen. Is there a pre-fly on that?
No, it's Junior Chav mentioned it in one of the chat group.
Ah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
So
Cool.
he said more details.
So as soon as he gets that, then he could send it our way, right? So
Yeah.
and then probably a representative from the Chap family can come on and talk about that.
Yeah. So maybe David understand the person who
Yeah.
the person who I will talk about bike. I want to pick up Omar Cruz. The man drop off on bike that I shop this morning, but it's for a special young lady, and the young lady wants to get into racing. So when the bike is completed, you take photos of the person and show appreciation to Mr. Omar Cruz. Omar Cruz, the brother of Mattio Tes, and very much involved with cycling. He bring the jacket with me and Judge had on.
Yep.
So
Omar,
the man take it away. So
Omar does a lot. Omar does a
Yeah.
lot behind the scenes. Actually, he was the one that brought
those guys on,
those
right?
guys this morning, which was which was big.
And he was out there Sunday at the King of the
Sure.
Mountains race. So
Certainly
Omar,
was.
thank you very much. We'll get in touch with the young lady and get a surprise of her life.
So we'll keep that a surprise.
Yeah.
Yes. And I saw the bike personally. So
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yep.
Very nice. So
You
she-
got a better pass on my bike. I have an 11 speed. Me still have 10 speed. She have 11 speed.
well, she'll be excited.
Yep. And she have disc brakes.
Wow.
Yep.
So Donis, the young lady that passed away was Yvette Lodge Ferguson.
Okay.
So I pay respect to her.
Definitely.
Yes, Yvette Lodge Ferguson. May she rest in peace, and condolences to her family. Mhm.
Huh? Good night, folks. I was thinking about.
Yeah, we're at the big one first. Yeah, there you go.
It's in Texas, but I know it is.
Wait. When I can chat just now, I never really go like.
So good night, folks. I was thinking about adding the young Jaheim Lewis to the junior team I have based in Texas, but I noticed that only he performs in the club races and not the junior field. Why is that?
Yeah, so Nick Samuels, definitely. Do you have Mr. Henry Lewis's contact? I'll give that to you so you can reach out to him directly. But I think Jaheim would be, if he had an opportunity to ride internationally, like for example, if you can get him out there for this summer, and if everything works out, I think he'll do really well. I think he'll do really well in international racing. Again, we need to understand that this style of racing here in Belize is not the best for developing cyclists, in my opinion. I definitely think that the races need to be a lot more steady and hard, right? The strong guys, and especially in small races, I think we should just use those races as training races and forget the team tactics per se, and just get out there and just race hard. I think you'll see more
Yeah, because
What do you think?
what happened, I noticed a lot of cyclists, they become personal. They get like okay, boy, today make sure you step on the wheel and make you go nowhere. And the wheel make they have a bad day and they jump on your wheel and you go back way and they go back way and when they look the race gone left now.
Right.
So you have to improve. You have to always be aggressive. That you are right. You have to be aggressive. You know about who did it. You train. You go and put out your best. And if you don't win, you come back on next day and fight. You say, okay, this is a mistake, whatever. But you just sitting and holding back because you don't watch this rider because you believe that the rider for win. No. You go there and you ride a bike. You either win or you lose.
Yeah.
But no.
I would almost, for these training races, I would almost say, in order to develop cycling, because at the end of the day, you're racing for, there's no money involved.
Exactly,
really.
no money
It's
involved.
very small, and the station prizes are like tools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's not, I think you'd be gaining more from a format like this. In my opinion, this is what I would encourage. Let's say the race should be about, right? Let's get out there and ride as hard as you can. Average 27 or shoot to average your highest average until you get to, let's say, mile 6, right? And after that, race to win. But from the start to the turnaround at the airport junction, come back to mile 6, it's just rotation, heavy, high rotation. Give what you can give, get off the front, next guy, and just push the pace, because the thing is that is to build your threshold, right? Build the threshold and for everyone. I think my opinion, I think you would get, I think Belizean cycling would advance a little bit more, in my opinion. What are you guys' take on that?
Yeah.
What do you think, Lex?
Good night, Kirsten.
Tell me. Which one?
Like racing in Belize. What I'm saying is, like, racing in Belize is not necessarily progressing, right? Where right now it's there's a lot of activity going on around cycling and there's a lot of races and stuff like that. But I think, for example, like the shorter races where there's no lot of money involved, perhaps what we should do is turn it into more like a training race per se, and just race as hard as you can, where the peloton is rotating, the pace is staying up, right? For 3/4 of the race, and then the last quarter of the race, then who wins
what
win.
I mentioned at the shop lately was that we have to build upon this momentum of the popularity we're still having with cycling right now. And one thing I think missing the data collection and then report back. So for example, the kids when they come out need book and pen too, just need for us to do this. Go out there and do it, and your Garmin, and you collect the data, but the data are what you want to compare it to and compete against each time. So I think data collection, and then just to embrace that one, leave it more, and then like we were saying, bring new ideas to the table rather than racing, but then type endurance training, training where they educate you in different fields on how one is supposed to progress. I think now, the minds, we want to have a lot of cycling minds out there, so we're going to collaborate and help with something like this. And so the progression, like what you said, it's popular right now, but the progression will only happen until, like, you got more focus, everybody focusing on one idea, and then you move on that. So,
like you mentioned, it should be like you said, training. Check this out. I think too much family members become involved with the kids and tell them, make sure this one beat you, make sure that one beat you, and so cat and mouse start for the race start, right?
Yeah.
And then that have to stop. And then some of the parents there and some of the fans they get personal, no matter on sport.
Yeah.
But if you want to improve, you see Benny gone to Europe for about 12 years old, and I got at the UCI cycling, whatever, right? Academy. And see what he grew up into. So you don't have to worry about who this down for my wheel or who no want to do this. You get out there and you raise the bar, because someday, if they're not training hard, you are going to drop them for start and they were never able to recover. So you have to and because the thing is, when you leave this country to represent the country or represent Belize or take part in any race outside, regardless if the you say a race, you say the level of the guys right now. So if you want to compete and even for finish, you have to do a certain.
Well, yeah, 100% right. We have to change. We have to. You cannot, right? When I said the definition is sanity that way. Do the same thing over and over, expect, right?
So
and expect a different result, right? But so we do the same thing over and over for years. We race the same way, exactly the same way, right? The blocking by the teams, you know, for example, in small races, you have 5, 6, 7 guys from the same team. As long as 1 or 2 guys up the road, they stop riding.
Yep.
So might as well they go out on a training ride by themselves and push the pace and do what they need to do because they're not getting any value.
Exactly.
If they're just sitting in a peloton and they're young guys, they're absolutely getting 0 value, right? I saw a kid that was coming up. And when I first saw that kid, I was like, man, he's got a lot of talent. That's Patrick, Enzo Cat's son, right? Devante Bennett, a lot of talent. He blew away the whole junior field. I think he beat Jalen in a race too. Was a big race up in. And now all he does is come out and sit in the peloton. Literally just sit in the peloton because he's on one of the biggest teams, and you know, I mean that is pushing him back. Like I see that kid as a stud. Like he could be so much better. You know what I'm saying? And to me it's frustrating because you know what, my perspective where I'm seeing it and where I want it to go, it's not happening because of the negative racing that's happening in Belize. And it's frustrating because they're not seeing it that way. They're seeing it as you know, something good. So they're seeing like a bad style of racing as something good, so they continue doing it, right? But it's not good for cycling. And as Alex was saying, stats-wise, right, collecting data.
Right.
I don't think people are looking at that. In the A and B race, and I'm big on that, in the A and B race, we averaged 24.3 miles an hour last week, right? And that's because, you know, we're pushing. And I was out there.
That's a question.
Yeah, 1 second. I was out there kind of attacking and forcing guys to chase and like kind of yelling, hey, follow. All you got to do is follow. Instead of stop riding, follow to keep the pace high, right? Let's say we're riding, me, you, George, and Lex, and you jump off. So the tendency here in Belize, if you jump off, everybody sit up. Who wants chase? No. If you jump off, just follow. Follow the wheel. Next guy jump, let's go. Follow the wheel, and keep the pace up high, right? But we don't do that. So we end up, and for, like I said, in the E and B race, all masters, pretty much, 24.3 miles an hour. Today we had a bunch of elites, 24.7. Not a significant difference, right? So it was a difference of 1 minute and 32 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. So our elite guy is supposed to be 5 minutes better than the masters at any point in time. So if the masters are averaging 24 in that course, the elite should be averaging 26 to 27 miles an hour. Yeah. I used to do a morning ride in the States doing this, and it was just high pin rotation, and all older guys, you know, 40s and stuff like that. And for 30 miles, we averaged 26 and a half. You know, so that's where I need to see our races, especially small races. You know what I mean? We need to get there, man. The type of racing that we're racing, it's not conducive to building the sport at all. You know, in my opinion.
When Mr. Guns had the whenever weekend was raised for the record break, you may see more the speed may build because they wanted to break the record. They had an incentive, but because I have no incentive now, and I say, well, I just want to ride for beat the next man, but you have to raise the bar and say, listen to me, I want to train harder, I want to ride hard because I want to be a better cyclist and beat the man. So a lot of people, I think, other cyclists like just lay back and give up, then just go.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know what Palas may say, and it's a true video, when you may start to ride, Shamba couldn't stay with we know Shamba just couldn't ride with, but Shamba them if we age now, but
Yeah.
we the stay but you know, Palace and guys stay.
Let me answer Nick. Nick, real quick. I believe that the G Flow riders, Keith, Devin, who else from G Flow?
And Devin and Jalen Bersenio.
Yeah. So Jalen, Devin, Keith, and I think if you can check this out now, if you could collaborate now and bring those 3 guys from G Flow along with Jaheim and also with Richie Rosado, who is also a junior. Like if you could bring those guys together on one team and then give them an opportunity to go outside, I think you'd I think you would see some significant results from those kids right there. That's a great young group of guys, Nick. The guys from G Flow, Devin and Keith and Jalen, along with Jaheim and Richie.
I like young young boy name Ashrel Bilal.
Ashrel Bilal as well. Yes,
yes.
Pretty good.
Ashrel Bilal was in the high school in the series.
Yeah.
He was very aggressive. He was following everything.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I guess who rode really well again? Ahmad Charrington.
Ahmad again.
Yes.
Ahmad again.
So we have Nick. We have some good guys, man. Let's coordinate. Maybe you can get in touch with, like I said, Donis or myself or Mr. Lewis or the G Flow camp, and see if you could maybe coordinate something and get those guys some exposure. But racing here in Belize will not develop them to their best abilities. We need to, even maybe regionally, taking them to, I don't know if, like in Guatemala or Mexico, they have junior races, but like as a group, so they ride different and stop riding against each other, and that way they can progress.
Yeah, we have to give us some prize. So
take a break and
we'll take a break and then we come back and give us some prize. So yeah, we'll take a break and then we'll give us prizes.
Hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turner. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turner. So yes.
We are back. It's prize giving away time.
The most exciting part of the show, Donis.
Yep.
Donis is like Christmas, you're like Santa Claus. I see the thing through bags and bags.
Yeah.
Like prizes can't done.
Well, they don't know why, so.
We have a thank you. Don't have prize.
So, do you want to give the first question of the night?
Next bag there.
Oh, next bag there?
No socks in this bag there.
Okay, all right, okay. Seeing one next bag there with socks. All right, cool. Yeah. So,
Why? You sure it's a giveaway or?
that giveaway
Oh, wow.
too.
Prize count done.
All right, so,
Prize.
So-
Send more, guys.
yeah, so we have, we are getting a Bible and a scratch energy chew.
So I want to start off with question number 1. Again, thank you, Mr. Elston Wade Jr.
This prize
from
of
Bermuda Landing for supplying us with these questions tonight.
Doris Bike Shop and Mr. Jacksonville supporter.
A Scratch Lab shovel and a Cycling Traditions magazine. Question number 1. Who held the cross-country record the longest and for how many years he held it? Wow.
Easy. Answer the right here.
You know the answer?
You were unfair to that. Man, I can't win any prize here. Good night, my good friend Ruben Rock and I see Kirsten say that what said that? Antigua, what by there? Barbados, Barbados, they were the king, Mr. Joe James, I believe that's his name.
For his birthday, right?
Birthday, yes, the birthday, man.
Birthday trip, nice.
You have to have the name and the age, right? No,
Mhm.
Yeah, that one thing.
Who held the cross-country record the longest and for how many years he held it? Name of the individual.
And the prize has been given by Odon's Bike Shop and Mr. Jacksonville supporter. What? Kind of tough, isn't it? You feel Colex? Judging have to turn on this AC the blast. Oh.
For myself, like that. That's all right.
Hola. Hola.
Yeah, the legs are watching.
All right.
I'm excited.
Nobody can win yet? You can ring a bell yet?
Wow.
Supposed to be easy, man.
Should be easy, right, Jonas?
Yeah, I have the answer right there in front of me. Yeah. Come on, guys, make a ring a bell. Oh, Georgian said, you're hungry, so hurry win.
Again, shout out to
Mr. Kevin Logan.
Kevin Logan for the ceviche.
Ceviche and Pebble.
Let's focus on the ceviche.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, all right? Irene Baki. That's
Irene
correct.
Baki.
That's correct. So stop by the bike shop and pick up your magazine and your
Chewable.
troubles.
Nice.
All right, so the second question of the night, and this win $20 US. $20 US.
Wow.
And this is from Mr. Ruben Martinez. I think it is sponsor you have a young team, young girls, right?
Gillette.
Imanis, yeah, Gillette and Jamela Gladden. So Mr. Ruben Martinez giving away 20 users, $40.
Excellent. And also a sponsor of the Bernice Wade Memorial Race.
Also, too, right? So,
Thank you very much, Mr. Martinez.
so the question, who has the cross-country record to Rolling Creek? Who has the record to Rolling Creek? What is the time and what year was it made? So there are like three-part actually. So who,
The time.
the name of the person, the time and the year. So that's why you give it 20 US. So listen
Wow.
to the question again. Who has a cross-country record to Rolling Creek? What is the time and what year was it made? So again, who has the record to Rolling Creek? What is the time? And what year was it? So it's a 3-part. So
20 big ones.
$20 US. I could have to go to that. So, make you see who I win that, make you ring the bell. I want to big up Mr. Ruben Martinez.
20. Which president is on the $20 bill?
Me no American.
For $20
But $20
US.
And I said Andrew Jackson.
For Andrew Jackson.
You
Why?
give me a clue. and I know.
Next one, George.
I don't know a president named Andrew Jackson.
No, it's a nice one.
Well, nice one. Oh,
Yeah, you-
give a piece of the answer.
No, you win.
So folks, again, I repeat the question.
Come here.
Who has the cross-country record to Rolling Creek? So now Kaya to Rolling Creek. Give the time, I do it in and the year. It's a 3-part question. You know how I have the question, I have the answer right or so?
For Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, you're the winner. So this,
Andrew Jackson.
so I want to ask me, what Palestine, how Palestine will company thing, and this guy, I didn't even know this.
No?
So Palestine really looking to study this Bible too.
Yeah, he know the Bible. He know
I-
the Bible and he know Google.
Okay, 2 things. All right, so it probably on Google, folks, so maybe I'll have to check on Google.
The timing tough though, man.
Huh?
Says one song.
That's why I give it $20 US, because I said that a tough one.
Ring the bell, we have a winner.
Have a winner already, yeah?
Solis.
Really? Bye.
That is
Turhan
So
always.
Turhan, just let me know.
He always win. He
Yeah.
always answer the hard.
Turhan said it look like Filligate. Turhan, actually have a picture where I take with Filligate. I have it here. Yes, man. I'm meeting in Las Vegas.
So Turhan, ex-cyclist too? The Solis last name?
Yeah, the treatment was right. The brothers was right.
Okay,
you had Turhan, Darren, and Rory. 3 brothers.
Yeah. Are these the same Solis from
Ice
by
cream place.
Constitution Park?
Yes, yes, yeah,
'cause I used to live by Vernon Street, so I used to walk.
I think Turhan made the best. I think Turhan made the best one out. Right, Turhan, you made the best cyclist out of the 3 brothers, right? Right, yeah.
Never.
Yes, man. I think Turhan made the best one out of all 3 brothers.
Lauren are the best one.
Lauren? Who else had? Who was the next one?
You had
No man, Lorna, basketball man. Me and Lauren graduate together now.
I sent the Lauren are my boy, so I take
Lauren, yeah.
here, youngest one.
youngest I
Okay, last time.
He ready for recreation.
Last time I hope I get Lauren about 30-40 points. That's gone.
Oh,
That's
my
gone.
goodness, I'm gonna cut this part.
No, but I never get it, man. Man had I never get that much. He had a nice outside shot. But I mean, I get in my.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, Turhan, and thank you, Mr. Ruben Martinez. Now we move on to the
Who's the solist that's riding here in Belize? Could be just recreational right now, though.
which one?
You mentioned a name.
Rory.
Rory, correct.
Rory, oldest brother.
Okay, Rory knows a lot about cycling.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I like talking to him. Man said debatable.
Debatable.
Who the best?
Yes.
Nice.
So we move on to the third question.
Third question. Who is the only cyclist to win 3 consecutive cross-country races? In what years he did so? Who is the only cyclist to win 3 consecutive cross-country races? So 3 consecutive, not only 3, but 3 consecutive cross-country races, and in what years he did so?
And you win socks. You win 3 things. Like what I think you win a magazine, or scratch, trouble scratch, and socks for this question.
Nice.
I can answer?
Go for it. Turn off the mic. I'm sorry, turn off the mic.
So repeat it again, D.
So, who is the only cyclist to win 3 consecutive cross-country races, and in what years he did so? Very famous name, guys. That's the hint. Very famous name.
I may get a chance. I don't know if I get a chance to talk to the gentleman, but somebody may make I get very close to him.
Oh, really? Damn. Imagine how hard it is to win one.
And they
So
both passed
guys-
away.
Some guys ride their whole career, 20 odd years.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Nice job
Correct,
there.
Miss Anis Garden
And it's Gordon.
out of Riga. So stop by anytime at the shop or I can put it on the plane or whatever and make it a prize.
Is that Ariel Gordon?
Mommy,
relative?
yeah, mommy. Yeah.
Oh, mom. Okay.
Mommy,
Good
Miss
night,
Anis-
moms.
Miss Anis Alma Garden. Big up Riga.
Yes.
That was real roots too, right, Lex?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so the last and final question. Your win is socks and a scratch.
Nice questions, Elston.
This is a Bolido. You know, when this, so what, I see the socks, open it, see?
CD. Very nice. Yeah, you got all the. I think I might miss what show, you know, just be what.
I plan to do the same thing, though.
I had a plan for miss what show.
I plan to do the same thing.
Right? Yeah, right, Lex. I want to be anonymous.
And the last prize, the dress bag shop and Jacksonville supporter. And this prize again of Jacksonville supporter. So
Wow.
last prize, so Mr. Jacksonville supporter really may keep it going for a while.
Yes.
Thank you again, Mr. Jacksonville supporter. So the last thing is Bolido. The last question is Bolido, and the answer lies between 01 and 20. 01 and 20.
Wow.
So anybody get the lucky number between 01 and 20 win themselves a beautiful socks and a trouble. I tried these things and they're delicious, they're addictive,
Yeah.
but they're very
Why people
energetic.
jumping at the 40s and things? You know, 0, 1 and
20 guys. 20.
01 to 20. Maybe I still upon the last question.
Sure,
Ring the bell, we have a
Just like that,
What?
quick thing.
One thing, guys. One thing about Belizean, and like them Bolido.
Yeah, like Bolido.
Yeah, Bolido.
Well, the purpose why I use 6 because today is Riel's birthday. She turned 6 years old.
Happy birthday to her.
So-
Yes. And congratulations to our tech guy, Lex.
Yeah.
And-
So the
no, I meant for the birthday.
yeah.
For your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. So please write your names down. Who win pan the you may write it down. You got it down alright. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to thank each and every one who gave prizes, who won prizes. Thank you all for participating. Because we come to the end of another wonderful show. Cycling is alive in Belize. We're not going to chance much to talk about the Tour de France, but was a very exciting Tour de France. Was close, but eventually it showed that one man was above the rest by Tadej Pogacar.
Yeah. Well, Tadej was superior in this tour to everyone else. He made it look easy, actually. He made it look very easy. Again, winning 6 stages, just 2 shy of the record, I think held by Eddie Merckx. But here's one thing I want to touch on, right? Cycling is a very difficult sport. And when you have consistent results, when you do great things, there's always a suspicion of cheating, doping, right?
Yeah, always.
Because that is so, it used to be so prevalent in the peloton. And you know, they're doctors now, so are professionals using performance enhancers? I have no doubt that they are, not to the extent I believe like it was in the past, but I think they're using performance enhancements or enhancers that are going to be it's going to be a part of a program, right? A medical program. So they have their team doctors and they're administering things like that. But I saw some disturbing stuff that they posted about Pogacar I didn't like that, man, where he was like riding a syringe.
Oh no, I didn't.
That
see- I
was
didn't see-
distasteful.
Okay, I didn't see.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No, no.
Yeah, that was.
But you know something.
But, yeah, I'll show it to you. Look at
okay.
it.
But I think they may just look past it because humans are be humans. I mean, you know how fans behave when the fans die hard. They want to.
But look at that, and that's.
Oh,
that was,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, that was distasteful because, you know, the amount of sacrifice. Like again, you know, cycling is one of the hardest sport, you know, I believe in the world, and you know, to try to discredit people's, you know, accomplishments by tarnishing, you know, without any proof, right? Just speculation, because yes, he's crushing records, you know, of former dopers or whatever. You know, let the process do its job, right? Let the process do its job. That's the job for the UCI. That's the job for the anti-doping agencies. That's what they're there for, to regulate the sport, to catch your cheaters, and to do, you know, us as fans, we need to appreciate when you see greatness, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want to be disappointed, obviously. So we kind of want to believe that, you know, what we're seeing is real. But I am never one to accuse anyone of doping unless I have proof.
Yeah.
And
They have people out there that are just gifted. I mean, watch in a run. Watch how Usain Bolt come from Jamaica, and they want to find out the way they take when he say wait what the beets or yams or something or whatever, and they want to test it. Watch natural talent like LeBron James, and in all sports you have people that are actually they are gifted. Who we have some young athletes where they come up with. Where the young athlete come up with dynamite at a young age, you understand? Now, technology helps because everything is science. I made watch GCN today. You know what one of the price of one of the bike name where we take part in the truck race, or we call it truck race, pursuit race for the
Olympics?
For the Olympics. You know, tell me what the price for the Japanese bike. What do you think the price tag for the bike? What is the price tag?
I mean, that pro level bike, they're anywhere from.
I want to give me a Belize currency because it's a broker, so means go ahead.
30,000-40,000.
$300,000 for that bike. Go research it. 300,000. When you use one, yes, I think the Pinarello, where the British riders now use the $60,000.
You mean the TT bikes?
Or
you talking about the truck bikes?
Not the truck bikes.
Okay.
Truck bikes.
I saw some new TT bike for Pinarello as well.
When I say price, go check the GCN and guys for GCN when they tell you the price, but they don't say these are not production bikes, these are like prototypes, and then I want no other, they're like top secret. That's the reason why they're so high. But the Japanese one is it's 100,000 pounds, which is a 3 times of money, so like 300,000 diesels, and like say wow for a bicycle. It's ridiculous, you understand?
Yeah, so like you were saying, and that's what I was saying, right? Science, right? So I mean, I don't have no doubt, like I said, that there is performance enhancers that athletes are using across different disciplines, but you know, they're not on the ban list. So if they're not on the ban list, then you're good to go, right? So it becomes you know, you gotta hire good doctors, and you know, I would be me obviously. If I had a team that was a young team, you know, juniors and younger team trying to reach the professional ranks, I would understand, you know, the landscape. Obviously, I'm not going to encourage or do anything that's cheating, right? We're not going to take any banned substance. I'm not going to encourage that at all. But as far as, say, racing clean, what's racing clean? Does racing clean means not taking anything on the banned substance list, or it means not utilizing science? Because, I mean, if you notice, the Quick Step team, they're promoting ketone and ketone plus and all this kind of stuff, right? Those are, you know, chemicals, so it's just not a banned chemical. So what you have to do is you have to have a doctor. You have to study your body, right? And then you have to take the things that will help your body perform at the highest level, right? And each athlete is different. So you know what works for you, Andrew, is not going to work for me. You know, different age, different your body, different blood types, different cellular makeup and things like that, right? But so to be accusing guys of blood doping or EPO right off the bat without that. I think let's just leave that alone. I wouldn't even want to have those conversations. It's up to each individual to either watch the tour or not, watch professional racing or not. If you feel like they're all dopers, and then you don't watch it, right? I mean, because it's a lie basically. But if you can appreciate the the sport and the kind of what they're putting their body through and their achievements, if you can appreciate that, then you watch it. And I think we should kind of maybe get away from that accusation. Yeah. So.
Well, we have come to the end of another great show. Dee, thanks again for being here and with all the stats. So
happy to be here.
Yep. You want to say your closing words?
Happy to be here every Thursday.
Because I hungry too.
Ceviche is waiting, right? Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you to all the viewers who watch us religiously. Everyone who's excited to always participate in the giveaways. Thank you, guys. We definitely have a nice, loyal following, Andrew. We want to thank you. We really appreciate it. Without our viewers, without the interaction, there's really no show. Thanks to our very jovial technical team tonight. Thank you guys very much. And thank you, Donis, for allowing us the opportunity, allowing us a platform to say some of the things that we have in our head, to kind of get that out there. Hopefully it makes a change at some point in time, right? But other than that, good night.
Yes, thanks, Dee. Thank you for being my co-host and with all the knowledge and educating the fans, because that's the way to educate them about cycling. I want to say thanks again to the fans who tune in religiously every week. Dee, what I really love about the Weekend Warriors race Sunday, I carried the extra phone and I video the whole race, then I uploaded it to YouTube, and it came out. People called me and said, "Man, don't I say clean, that all." So every race I will do after this, I will record it. So because this morning I see Mr. Guns had a lot of drop and sometimes think of the weather. So I will always record the race and upload it, because most people go back to watch the race.
Sure.
So now they want to see uninterrupted and I see clean, but I say, man, I could see the sweat but couldn't turn the eyebrow, you understand? So that's what happened, and so I want to continue to do that, and I always upload it so people have to go up as Will Turns YouTube channel and watch it.
Just zoom in for a minute and take a look, right?
Yes, because that show everything.
And that might happen often.
Yes, but yes, folks. Thank you all. I want to thank my technical team. Lex come out even though real birthday, but she's here with us, but she's asleep. He said he want to see cousin. So we're going to eat birthday cake when you're done too, right, Lex? So
don't sleep, so you're up now.
You're up now? Okay. Thanks to Mr. Kevin Logan providing the food we're going to eat up directly. Ashton Clothing. Like I said, all the people give the prizes. Mr. Ruben Martinez, Jacksonville supporter, Ordonance Bike Shop. Thank you guys for the prizes. And what race would they have? No race this weekend.
There might be.
There might be a race.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. Weekend where I might throw a race.
Okay, all right.
Saturday morning. I heard little talks about
that. Okay, all right, cool.
All right. Keep us in the loop.
All right, cool.
That is happening.
I want to thank my beautiful wife. I guess I'm on the show right now, but with that said, peace out. Have a blessed night. Stay safe.
Good night.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn up.